What's up, guys? Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, guys. If you're new to the channel, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lad Gardener, and I'm the gardener on this channel that will give you all my tips and tricks to effectively do gardening for people in 2026. Or if you're a homeowner and you want to do gardening yourself in your own garden, follow me on the channel and I'll show you the best ways possible to keep your garden looking really nice all year round. Now, what I want to talk about in today's video, guys, I want to talk about pricing, and I want to talk about how much money you can potentially make in 2026 as a gardener. If you're just starting out as a gardener in 2026, how much money can you make? How much is it possible to make? Maybe you've been a gardener for a while and you don't know what the going rate is, or you don't know how much can I potentially make to achieve my full potential. What's the limit? Well, I think, in my opinion, the sky's the limit. I don't think there is a limit. If you think to a limited company, why is it a limited company? Why does it have to be limited? It's possibly a limit. The sky's the limit. There is no limit to gardening and how much money you can make as a gardener in 2026. I was watching a lad on Facebook the other day. His rates was, he was charging, he wanted £300 a day. That was his level, £300 a day. And he was talking about how happy he was at that level, because if he works 10 days in the month, he's got £3,000, hasn't he? He's made quite a decent amount of money though, as a gardener. I think he also does landscaping, which gives you more money as well. And you don't have to work as much. You can work all year round in the rain. That was his level. And he was talking about how happy he was, how he felt he was time rich, as well as he had a lot of money coming in. Now, guys, why your level and how much money you can make depends on you. So going back to what I said, that the sky's the limit, it really is, guys. When you're just starting out, it's going to be slow. It's going to be, it's not going to come to you all at once. You've got to have the customers to do it. And if you think of that, we're in 2026 now, and everything's gone up, hasn't it? The price of everything's gone up. Taxes, insurances, the price of everything's gone up. So that's your starting price in 2026 has to be a lot more than you've ever charged before. Do your market research. What is the going rate? If you think I've been doing X amount of gardens for £20-25 a garden because I know I'm not going to be there for very long and I can make it look nice in a short space of time, you've got to think about seriously bumping that right up. If we say, for example, that you was doing a garden on a maintenance visit every fortnight, and you went in to do a quote now, and you quoted them, you had a look around, you was very professional with them, they're happy with you, you're happy with them to do that garden, there's no potential red flags, they're not haggling you, you like them, you want to work in this garden. Give them a decent price and they will accept it. Let's say you've got you're averaging a £40 garden. You can do 10 of them in a day. Why can't you hit £500 a day? Why not? If you throw in some commercial work in there, which you will get, you have to approach commercial companies. We'll come to that in a minute. you will get that, you know, your customer base to hit £500 a day. I think that's achievable, very achievable. You know, in 2026 prices, if you had the same customers a couple of years ago, you might only hit 300. But because we're in, you know, today's sort of pricing, you can hit £500 a day. I really think you can. You've got to have the know-how to get the jobs done quickly, efficiently, and you know, you have to have the right customers. To begin with, if you're very much starting out and you haven't quite got the customers yet, it might take you a while to get there. But because you can't pick and choose your jobs, you can't tell certain customers, no, I can't do yours because it's not profitable enough for you, and it takes too much time, and it's not worth you going round. It's not worth you getting your mowers out of your van to do that little garden, or, you know, they're just, you know, something they're not willing to pay the going rate. They might not, you know, you might not win every quote. So to begin with, it might be a bit slow, and you might have to do a lot more of them 20, 25, £30 gardens, which will still give you a decent, you know, money coming in. A lot of YouTubers talk about hitting the £200 a day mark, and that £1,000 a week, that will give you a good income, won't it? During the grass cutting season. When you're rushed off your feet in summer, which you will be, you can hit £500 a day easily. I had a little job lined up that I was going to do that I can't do it because I'm assuming you're like me. It's a complete washout at the minute. We're at the beginning of February, and there's just a big band of rain all over us, isn't there? And it's just wet through, completely wet through. So I was going to do a little tidy up job on my neighbour's, and she's got a little laurel hedge bush, like, you know, it's just a ball. I was just going to trim that and cut the grass down because there's growth over it over the winter. And I'm not going to charge her anything because she's not in a position to do it herself. And it's my neighbour, you know, you like your neighbours to look good. And I know her quite well. If I was to charge you something, when I'm doing it, let me know what you think that you would charge, because I reckon I could do 10 of them in a day. It's not unachievable, guys. You've got the time in the day to do it. Let's talk about the time in the day that you've got to do gardening. Sorry if I'm a bit shaky with my voice. It's absolutely freezing in here. I've not got the heating on or anything. I've just come in. But yeah, you start at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? If you've got 6 billable hours in the day, plus an hour's driving time, you're finishing at 3, aren't you? Some YouTubers or any other gardener might have a lot of driving to do, but I know from my experience, and it might be different where you are as well. You know, you might have to do a little bit of travelling to go to your jobs, especially in the beginning, you know, to get your customers up so you can identify what areas of the town that you want to work in. Where I live, particularly when my granddad was gardening, he only worked in one specific area of the town that we lived in, the area where he lived. So it was always 5 minutes away from his next job. He could get 10 jobs done in a day easily. There's no reason why you can't. I saw a lad on Facebook. He said, I used to do 25 lawns in a day. I mean, that's some going that. He must have been working from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. And the times there is, you're not allowed to put power tools on, garden power tools, before 8 o'clock. Sometimes you can push it. You can get in people's gardens if you want a little bit sooner and do a bit of bed work and other things, but nothing too noisy before 8 o'clock. And I think that's, there's a law for that. And you're not allowed to do it after 8 o'clock. I've had that. I've been doing streaming on a banking in at a cricket club, actually. My local cricket club, and I was streaming on the banking. I thought, I've got to get this done. I've not got any other time to do it. I've got to get it done. And it went just past 8 o'clock, and one of the neighbours came out. So you can push it, but you're risking neighbours coming out after 8. In the middle of summer, it's still hot, isn't it? At 8 o'clock at night. So the sun's still in the sky. It's still it's still warm. You think, yeah, go on. I'll just. It's very rare you're going to be working at 8 o'clock at night, but I had that job to do, and I had to get it done. If you're working between 8 and 8, how much money are you going to make, guys? You're going to make an absolute fortune for yourself, aren't you? So there's no limit. Let's go back to having no limit. There's no limit, guys. The only limits to your business is to the limits that you set for yourself. You might want to work after the school run and in between the school runs. So you're at home to sort the kids out. You've got a bit of home work-life balance there, and you're at home, nicely in the afternoon. You've still got a lot of the day to yourself. You're time rich as well as making some money. If you're a young lad and you're just starting out in gardening, you might want to go for it between 8 o'clock in the morning and 8 o'clock at night. There's no limit. And if you're working for, let's call it 10 hours in the day, if you're working for a company, you'll be working 10 hours in a day. I work for my local councils, and during the summer months, I could be out for 10 hours in the day. So if you're working for yourself for 10 hours, how much money are you going to make, guys? I think £500 a day is achievable. Let me know what you think. Am I just talking nonsense? Is that kind of money not achievable? Or do you achieve it easily? How do you do it? Do you have to get commercial work as well as domestic gardens? Or can you just do it all on domestic gardening? Let me know. I'd love to for you to comment and get your opinion on that. Now, yeah, so the weather, I've got a few notes here to help me out, guys. I've put, don't let customers haggle you. That's very important. It'll be important for your own emotional, well-being that you're going to a customer's house and you've given them a quote and you do a good job and you get the money for it. Your price is your price. Don't let customers haggle you, guys. Know your worth. Charge your worth. Charge the going rate and keep your integrity and, everything in place. Don't let customers haggle you and get your price down, because you could be making more money in somebody else's garden, and that's what gardening's all about. It's not about how much money have you got. Have you not got a lot of money? I'm not paying that. That's too much. Just get rid of them, guys. Crack on with more quotes and working for people in their garden that would value you coming round every fortnight. And that's one point I want to make. I've just put like the weather at the moment. We're not doing much at the moment, are we? Because it's raining. There's not much you can do. If you wanted to try if you were getting some phone calls or messages for quotes on garden sort of landscaping jobs like flagging, fencing, I don't know, like a bit of turfing. I love turfing jobs, guys. I absolutely love turfing jobs. We'll get onto that on another video. Beautiful, beautiful jobs. The more you do, the better you get, and it's just so good. So we'll get onto that another time. But these are all jobs that you can do in the rain. I've even used a petrol jet washer in the rain. You don't really want to be working in the rain, do you, if you can help it? But if you need to and you've got a quote, go and do it. I had a job lined up this weekend. for pruning trees, actually, pruning fruit trees. A lot of gardens that you go to, guys, will be pruning. You know, especially at the moment, they might want you round just to prune the trees, giving it a crown reduction. And a bit of a lift, maybe, you know, any kind of tree work. So if you're pruning fruit trees, you can do that in the rain. That's no problem. But I'm just choosing to put it off for a little bit and let it dry up a bit, and I can get up the ladder safely. And then I'm going to have a go at that. So I've got 3 trees lined up. In that garden as well, they've got lawns that they've had. They used to do it themselves, so it needs trimming. I'm going to go over it for them. And, you know, a couple of shrubs and a bit of a tidy around the borders. That's going to be a nice day's work. So I've got that lined up. Hopefully, you know, when it dries up a bit, we can get out there and get some proper action videos going, get some time lapses going, and you know, we'll get some good jobs done. And I can show you how much money you can make. Is it achievable, guys? 500 quid? I think it is. Let me know what you think. You know, how many days in the month would you have to work if you was getting £500 a day, really? You'd only have to work a couple of days. And so if you was, you know, to get your customers right up there, to begin with, you might not be waiting that long at all to be getting that regular money in. You know, you don't know. But to hit 200 to £500 a day, you're looking at, like my granddad had 40 customers. So if you've got between 40 and 80 customers, you know, that might take a couple of years to get there. But if you can get it, you've got a sustainable business. So don't go under. Don't think, I'm not getting the customers. Gardening, it mustn't be for me. It mustn't be, you know, what everybody wants in my town. Just give it time, and you will get there. Yeah, guys. So, and there were one lady as well in the town where I live. She had, I pinched a garden off her, you know, because she mustn't have been doing it anymore. That particular garden, she might have moved on to another area or something like that. The customer told me that she had 250 customers. 250 customers. Wow. She must have had more than one van on the road and people working for her. She must have been a limited company. She must have been. 250 gardens. How do you manage that? You can't manage it on your own, can you? You need people with you. Yeah, you can't do all them in a fortnight. No, you can't do all them in a fortnight. So, but if you had 250 gardens, imagine how much money she's bringing in, and she'd have enough money to pay a couple of people working for her as well. What am I going to do this weekend? I'm not going to do much, guys. I'm going to watch Bolton. You know, we're on a good run of form at the minute. Won our last 3-4 games, 2-1. So I fancy us winning that again. We're at home tomorrow against Barnsley, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to watch a bit of snooker, a bit of darts. And I'm just going to spend a bit of time with my missus as well. I'm going to watch a bit of boxing as well. I love watching a bit of boxing, guys. I used to do a bit in my 30s, just doing a bit of training, and I had a good bout at the Reebok Stadium in the Premier Suite. I won that, but I've not really done anything since. Yeah, that was good. I was absolutely as fit as a fiddle as well, guys. I wasn't really doing anything, only playing sports, but I loved it. Yeah, I love being in the gym. I love doing a bit of sparring as well. You know, it gives you loads of confidence, keeps you nice and fit, and yeah, I love watching it now. I try and keep myself fit if I can. Gardening keeps you fit. Gardening will keep you fit, guys, believe it or not. As long as you're not smashing it at Greg's at dinner time, you'll be all right. It will keep you fit. I mean, I worked for a company in 2017, and I was doing that much mowing, guys. I lost loads of weight that summer. I was mowing forever, it felt like. and I was loving it. It was a really hot summer that summer as well, and I was striping everything. I was making everything look beautiful. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. Yeah, so let's look forward to March. A couple of jobs that you can do now, like we said. If you're not handy at landscaping, one thing you should do now is, if you're doing quotes, be effective with your quoting. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're going to do some quotes like I did on the tree work, have a look at the garden, because they might only want a quote on the tree work, on a one-off tidy up. You know, lots of people want garden tidies now before the spring. So have a look at the garden and just ask them, have they got a gardener? Would you like me to give you a price on regular maintenance? And that's how you get your agreement. That's how you get your customers up, by going round doing quotes and then offering them your services for fortnightly maintenance. Or the other way around, you might have somebody contact you, and you go around to their house to give them a price for fortnightly maintenance on the garden, but then you notice the shrubs need doing, the hedges need doing. So now you've got jobs in February. Mr. Smith, Mrs. Jones, this is the price it's going to be for fortnightly maintenance. But I've also noticed that we can do a little job now before the maintenance starts. Would you like me to give you a price on your hedge work, your shrubs, your borders, your jet washing, right? Even lawn mowing if you can get on the grass. Can't get on it today, it's too wet. But you can see where I'm going with it, can't you? You're doing jobs now as well as the spring. So they sort of match up. If you're doing tidy up jobs, offer the regular maintenance. I'll let that police car go past. And if you're doing regular maintenance, offer a tidy up job. And it'll go, you know, you're going to be going at it very soon. So have a look at your marketing, do your quotes. I'll let that one go past as well. Yeah, so do all your free marketing, guys. Facebook, next door neighbour, you know, get on all that. I've got a website. I did it with Site 123. It cost me £200 for the year, for 2 years. I think it were a bit more to begin with, but now it cost me £200 for 2 years. So I've got a website, which is good if you're contacting commercial customers. And what I've got as well, when I'm contacting property management companies, letting agents, industrial estates, you know, all that type of sort of, you know, commercial work, you know, management companies for flats, yeah, that kind of work really. What you need is a letter of introduction. So if you've got a good letter of introduction, my auntie wrote me one originally years ago, and it looked beautiful. So now if I'm sending it round, you know, occasionally you get a reply back from letting agents, will you go and do this tidy up job for me? And what it is landlords are looking, especially at the moment, everyone's looking to sell the home, aren't they? So landlords want tidy up jobs doing for the next tenants or for a sale, and they'll contact you and you give them a quote, but you'll have to make sure that you give them a professional quote over email, right? It'll go through your bank account and you'll send them an invoice. What they'll want from you is your personal liability insurance or public liability insurance. It doesn't cost anything for that, guys. It's like a tenner a month, and it covers you for loads of damages. You know, if you break a window when you're strimming or something like that, it'll cover you. But yeah, so that's all they want really. I mean, I've got a spraying license, so if you're doing a job for a customer and you haven't got a spraying license, you're just going to have to pull them out, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? I've got a spraying license, so I can put that in my quote. I can say, look, you know, I can trim all the weeds out, I can spray, and that'll be one aspect of your quote. And then you've got itemise it, and then give them the final price at the end. And don't give them any wiggle room to haggle you down, because that's what landlords do. Give them the final price, and that's your price, guys. It's the same with the domestic customers, guys. Let them know what you're going to do and give them the final price, and that's your price. So yeah, go for it this year, guys. And just remember that when you're quoting, guys, your price is your price. And can you hit £500 a day? I think you can. You won't get it every day. You won't get it every day, guys. When that sun's shining in the sky and everyone's contacting you because everyone needs the gardens doing, price everyone right and you will hit it. I guarantee it. Yeah, guys, so thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to park it there, guys. We're in the bar again because, you know, it's raining outside. When's it going to end? You know, hopefully we'll be out there doing a bit of gardening soon. But yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I'll leave it there. So like and subscribe for me. You know all that stuff. You know the dance. Ring the bell for me. Give me the double thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And I'll see you in the videos. All right. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the videos. Get ready for a cheesy catchphrase, guys. Come rain or shine, we'll be on time every time. See you later, guys. Also, as well, if you want me to change that, let me know, because I'm open to change my catchphrase. But there you go. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you.